So the big question is this. How entrepreneurs like us who have been breaking with old beliefs, like the idea of holding a 9-to-5 job and living paycheck to paycheck, taking a lifetime to reach business and life success as the only option we have? How do we grow our business in a way that lets us highly service our customers, getting our products and services and the things that we believe in out into the world without diluting our life but enhancing it and taking the journey of internal and external growth? That is the question, and this podcast will give you the answer. Your host is Marina Simon, and welcome to 10 Exit. Life and business as usual? Never again.
Hi guys! Even when late, I decided to do a podcast today. So today I had a pretty interesting experience. I've been doing surveys on very amazing persons. Persons that love to help, that really love to give back to the community. You won't imagine the amount of income that they are pulling out. It's like 50 million a year in sales and so on. From 3 million to 50 million. And what I found pretty interesting is that some of these people are passionate about helping others. And some of them have really turned their business, pass it to another person to manage or run while they're doing more social work, right? Full-time work. While kind of overseeing their businesses while it's doing fantastic and finding the right terminals to run it. But it blew me away because, some of these people, the more they grow, the more income they make, it's not about themselves or their pockets. It's about helping others. And I so admire that. And besides that, I was asking a couple of questions, and one of them is, what is the area that people are struggling the most these days? And I find out two areas, basically. One is the area of hiring and personnel, finding the right personnel, right, for the right positions, and qualified personnel. And personnel that you're going to invest in and be able to keep it. Those were the areas, that they were struggling with, especially right now with China virus. Some of people are receiving unemployment and, it's hard to pull them back into the workforce. And not only that, because people are scared. So that's one area that was a little rough. The other one was sales. But it has been very interesting. I've learned a lot from, interviewing these amazing guys. But I realized something while I was interviewing. I thought, we can always be cost over our own income or our own creations, right? I understand we're going through the China virus and the external things that the economy, the politics, or the social environment, is creating. However, how can we be cost over that? And I found something that I really like, and I've seen it applied and I've seen it worked. And as I've told you before, I've been really experiencing myself in implementing the Hubbard management systems, and I've seen it in others, people that I was interviewing, and how successful they are. And this is one of the policies that I found that if you wanna depress your income 9/10, meaning 90% of your income, right? Or cut off your pay or facilities, well, you will have a poor business public image, right? And that can cost you 90% of your income. So what does that tell me? That if I really want to increase my income 9x, or if I really want to 10x my income, what can I do? How can I become cost no matter the circumstances outside, right? How can I help? And guess what? There's a way to do this, right? So basically it's your business image. So what does that encompass, right? How can we better our business image, which is the face of yourself in your business, right? So the first one is premises. Okay, so what can you do about it? Particularly the entrance, the areas of service of your company. If you have areas where you service, I know right now, some of the businesses, the majority are online, but if you have premises, brick and mortar, make sure the entrances at the service areas are impeccable. You don't have to expand a leg and another, right? An arm and a leg, in order to create a very decent area to do this. You can just really, really make sure everything is in order and is impeccable, is clean, is organized, is decluttered, right? It's not messy, it's not disorganized or in confusion. Now, these areas should be neat, not cluttered up with baggage, paper, notices and untidy things all over the place. Make sure they're straight. And something that I've learned in some of the training I've done is that leave the place like if no one was using it. If you're in an office or your own office, make sure once you've finished, put everything back in its place. Clean up your desk. Don't leave it full of papers. That's why you have, baskets to put your papers or files, right? Nowadays we use a lot of soft copy, but if you use hard copy, make sure you have files and do not put it on top of the desk. Put everything away and leave it clean. It creates space. It cleans. It generates organization. Okay, so that would be number one, something you can do, right? So the entrance and the service areas of your company. Now, number two, what other areas can be your business image? How about your public communication lines? How about your letters or your mailings or your emails or your anything you send to clients, right? If they're kind of messy, if they're not clean, if they're not posh, if they're not nice, that's your public image. Can you see that? Have you ever received a letter that was impeccable? And have you ever received a letter that was horrible? Messy, maybe even with some drops of water on it or oil and smeared the letters and just messy. What was the impression you got from that group or from that person? And by the other hand, have you ever received a letter that was impeccable? Beautiful logo, clean, white clean, gorgeous, legible letters? How do you felt after? What kind of impression does the company give you? All right, very good. Next one will be the appearance of the people that work for you and yourself, right? What kind of appearance? And the attitude towards your customers, right? That is your image. That is your business image. So is your staff friendly or if it's grumpy? Are they using manners to deal with the public and your customers or they don't? Or they're, minding their own business and trying to handle things rapidly and rushily without taking real care for your customers. And were they dressed appropriately? Or were they dressed with a huge cleavage? Or were there like huge nails or dirty nails or hair not combed or big lipstick, right? And super excessive makeup, right? That is your business image. How do you feel when you come into a place and the people are untidy? What kind of message is that company giving you? How do you feel? Do you want to be there or you really don't care for it? On the opposite, how do you feel when you come into a company or a business that people are very nicely dressed? Not necessarily have to be expensive, but nicely and cleanly dressed, nails short, clean, hair combed, not excessive lipstick or eyelashes that you feel they're fanning your face. It's amazing these days, right? All right, next one, service delivery. What about servicing immediately, right? Amazon is expert on this, especially if you have Prime. Next day delivery, wow, right? But how do you feel from a business that you order something and it has been 2 weeks and it doesn't arrive? It's like, what kind of message or what kind of image do they present to you? What about making a business and receiving the next day service or even hours later? What kind of an image are they presenting to you? Outstanding, isn't it? They wow you. Okay, very good. Next one. Publications, appearance, or the distribution of those publications. So let's see that they have magazines, or in this case, publications will be like, if the business have newsletters. Nowadays it's more like soft copy. But even if it's hard copy, what about if they're nice publications? Really nice, right? That you want to see them, you want to read them. They're not messy, right? Similar like to the letters, right? So what is the image? Is that company means well. They're really on their toes, right? They're caring for their customers. But what about if you see these publications that are all dirty, that are all inky, like run, that you cannot barely see? What kind of image do they show to you? All right. Next one. Some of them apply to us, so I'm going over these. Alignment of promotion with things publicly admired and against things publicly detested. Now, for that, it's important to survey, right? What does your ideal customer likes? Or what does your ideal customer detests? Let's see that you are running a chiropractic practice, right? Your ideal customer most normally will like natural lifestyle, will like natural and healthy food, and will detest unhealthy food and fried and fast food, right? So if you align your promotion towards your ideal customer, and you align and you say, listen, these are some tips in order to, to get your body and help your body heal better. And this is the nutrition that I propose. But how about if you propose the things that they hate? It would be great that you eat these, nuggets or these, I don't know, like sodas, right? Full of sugar or full of aspartame. So you have to align the promotion with things that your ideal customer admire, and you have to be against, or if not against, do not promote things that your ideal customer detests, right? You can apply it to any industry, and you use survey, technology for that. It's very simple. So that would be org image too, right? Business image. Like, what kind of image do you see? Like I tell you something, like I don't like drugs, right? And that's a personal thing. And when people promote them, I just don't feel comfortable with that group. I might not buy from them because I don't believe in drugs. But if I have a group that is all pro-natural stuff, I will be more likely to buy from them, right? I have more things in common to them. The business image is more aligned to what I believe. Now, advertisement effectiveness, right? How effective is your advertisement? Are you really doing your homework? Are you really going and finding out what your ideal customer likes or dislikes, right? It's a little bit more deeper than the past point. So that will be your business image. If you're doing your homework, you will know how to effectively advertise to them, that ideal customer. If you're not doing your homework, then you'll be shooting, widely, and you might not shoot the right advertisement message to really communicate effectively to your ideal customer. Okay. And, in general, group expansion of your facilities, right? It will be really also be, your business image. Are you growing, right? I have a friend that is opening a third, office, on her dentistry. It's huge. So what image does she generate to her patients is she's in expansion. She's doing good. I should come here and visit her. She's a dentist, right? And, that's the message. Now, what kind of message will it be the contrary? Like she's cutting off from 3 offices to 1. Well, patients won't be very comfortable. Why are you closing up 2 offices, right? Aren't you still good, dentist? Why are you having less people, or what's happening? So you can see how you can change your image of your business in very simple ways. And what will you be incrementing? You will be increasing your income 9 to 10x. Okay, my dear friends, I hope you enjoy it. See you tomorrow in our next episode.